Most people believe failure makes them smarter. In many systems, it does the opposite. This is not a mindset problem. It's a cognitive limitation documented in psychology, neuroscience, and systems research. Humans do not learn directly from failure. They learn from how failure is interpreted. And interpretation is where things go wrong. After a failure, the brain prioritizes emotional resolution over accuracy. It seeks coherence, not precision. This process reduces discomfort, but it distorts memory. Research on hindsight bias shows that once an outcome is known, people reconstruct past events to make the result feel inevitable. Warning signs feel obvious after the fact. Decisions feel clearly wrong in retrospect. But this clarity did not exist at the time. What's remembered is not what happened, it's what now makes sense. Instead of identifying the real mechanism of failure, the brain compresses it into a simplified story. I was careless. I trusted the wrong thing. I should have known. These narratives feel useful. They feel like learning, but they often remove the actual cause. Studies in accident investigation and human factors show that people rarely extract transferable lessons from past failures. Why? Because failures occur inside specific conditions: timing, context, pressure, incomplete information. Those conditions are not encoded clearly in memory. What gets learned is confidence, not insight. After surviving failure, people often believe they are now better at detecting it. But research shows the opposite. Past success after failure increases reliance on intuition and pattern recognition. Monitoring decreases. Assumptions increase. This is why repeat failures often happen in slightly different forms. Not because lessons were ignored, but because the wrong lessons were learned. Memory is reconstructive. Each recall alters the original trace. Over time, uncertainty is removed. Structure remains. Accuracy is optional. This makes past failures feel understood, even when critical variables were never noticed. That's why people say, "I won't make that mistake again," and then make a different version of the same one. The brain updates confidence faster than capability. It assumes learning has occurred once emotional discomfort drops. But lowered discomfort does not equal improved judgment. This pattern appears in careers, relationships, finance, health decisions, and operational systems. Failures feel educational, but behavior often changes only superficially. The underlying decision structure remains intact. Failure feels like feedback, but most feedback is incomplete. Learning from failure requires sustained analysis, external feedback, and repeated exposure to similar conditions. The brain does none of this automatically. It resolves tension. It restores coherence. Then it moves on. Failure doesn't teach by default. It convinces people that it did.